The ESPYs were last night. Did you watch?
No.
Do you care at all?
I don't think I've watched the SB since Jamie Foxx sung that tennis ball song, which was incredible, by the way.
So I used to like live for the ESPYs when I was young. That probably doesn't surprise anybody, but like high school me was like,
Oh,
I
I did
can't
too.
wait.
Oh,
Yeah,
I did too. It was an event.
it was an event, and I would get super excited and just like, yeah, it was awesome. And then I grew up, and then I was like, it's not awesome anymore. I don't know if there's other fans out there that feel that same way, but it is what it is. I didn't know it was last night. And then you start to see stuff like on Twitter, just in the middle of the night as you're doing other stuff. It's like, oh, that's cool. So I flipped it on and I thought it was okay. I thought there were some weird moments and some viral moments that were good, but the most interesting thing with the ESPYs to me has always been like who actually wins the awards. And um, there were some I didn't love last night. There were some I really disagreed with. So we're not going to break down everything. We're not even going to jump into like other sport awards here. You can go find the full list online, or you can watch a replay if you want. What I want to talk to you about is the best college athlete award, because they don't really go sport by sport with college, which frustrates me. I wish they would, but they lump them all together. So the nominees for best college athlete for males were Jayden Daniels from LSU, Zach Edey from Purdue, Usmain Silla, a Clemson soccer player, and Pat Kavanaugh, a Notre Dame lacrosse player. I didn't need to say who he was. You could tell by the name Pat Kavanaugh that he was a Notre Dame lacrosse player. Those were the four male nominees. Do you know who won, or am I unveiling who won to you?
No, I know who won.
Jayden Daniels won. Heisman winner, Jayden Daniels. Do you think he deserved to win?
Here's the thing for me. If you are gonna be the best male athlete, I feel like you gotta, I don't in college football, like, don't you gotta at least make the college football playoff? Like, don't you gotta make the I mean, I know he was incredible. Like, obviously, like he was special this season, don't get me wrong. But like, did the LSU team success match up with that as much as his, personal success? Is this an LSU play?
Can I? Man, we're obviously biased. We cover Purdue a lot. We're college basketball people, but was he that incredible? Like I'll tell you this as a fan, Cart. I have felt for the
He
last
was, he was,
year.
he was, he was the Heisman.
I know he was the Heisman. I have felt for the last year that he's one of the more underwhelming Heisman winners I've seen in my life. Like, do you sit here and the season Jayden Daniels had, the season LSU had, you've seen a bazillion Heisman winners. We're both 30. Do you feel like that's a particularly strong Heisman winner?
Honestly, yeah. He was pretty
Really?
yeah, he
Like
was
I don't feel like Jayden Daniels was the best quarterback in football last year. I think he just had like great numbers, obviously, but like
well, yeah. I mean, I think Caleb Williams is better than Jayden Daniels, but like,
right. So that's what like how can we sit here and be like this dude over here was clearly the best player at the position. He didn't win the Heisman. Neither of their teams won shit. But that's the best athlete in all of college sports? Like, of course he's not the best at. Caleb Williams is better than him.
well, you could do the same thing with Zach Edey though.
I don't think you can do it with Zach Edey. Who was better than Zach Edey? Nobody's arguing there was a better player than Zach Edey. He won every award. He took his team to the finals. He's the back-to-back National Player of the Year, for God's sakes.
Some streets will say that Klingon's better.
I mean, I don't think we're asking NBA draft scouts, and I'm not saying Caleb Williams is better than Jayden Daniels because he got drafted higher. I think like anyone with eyes would tell you Caleb Williams is better.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but like, you can't. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. You can't argue with the numbers and the Heisman. Like, the numbers are like Edie had crazy numbers. Obviously, Player of the Year once again, back to back. By the way, and Jayden Daniels' numbers were incredible.
So they both had incredible numbers. They both won their Player of the Year award in their respective sport.
Hmm.
Can we do team success? How'd that go?
Let's get a little double check here. What was I'm not tapped in on LSU's football record last year, but
In my head, LSU was 9-3.
hold on here. We're gonna get a good check here. LSU last season was 10-3.
Okay,
Number
dialed in, dialed in. That's not a national championship appearance.
No, it's not.
It's just not. Like,
It's not.
and I look, man, we don't need to get up in arms about it because who cares? It's the ESPYs. I don't care about the ESPYs anymore. But also, I'm annoyed that Zach Edey didn't win this award. Um, when you look back 20 years from now on lists, nobody's going to be remarking how Jayden Daniels was one of the greatest players in college football history. That's just not who he is. He had a good season. He's a very good player. He had a good career. He had a great season at LSU. Individually, it was awesome. But like you go up and down the list, who are the best college football players since we've been alive? Jayden Daniels is not sniffing that list. Who are the best college basketball players in college basketball history? Zach Edey is on that list. He did things we've never seen happen before. So I don't like this. I'm very frustrated both as a college basketball fan and just a Zach Edey fan in general, and an award show fan. They got this one wrong, and I'm mad about it.
Yeah. Also, they ruined this award could have been added to the Edie picture of him with all the
Yeah,
awards.
yeah, for sure.
Took that from.
If I was actually voting for this award, by the way, it would have been Zach Edey 1, Pat Kavanaugh 2, Jayden Daniels 3, and no disrespect to Usman Silla 4, but that's
Kavanaugh too.
yeah, special.
If you're in on
Special.
Kavanaugh,
I'm very in on Pat Kavanaugh. Yeah, I feel like he's going to have a Pat Spencer like career where we just see him dunking in the G League in a couple of years. We're like, weren't you a lacrosse player? If you want my one hot ESPYS hot take, you probably wish we would just move on from this segment, but it's an award show, so we're going to do this. I think they should have just done best college athlete. I don't think it should have been split up men's and women, and I think Caitlin Clark should have won.
oh
Yeah,
wow, that
that's
would have
my
been.
that's my ESPYS hot take for you.
They didn't want to do that because that would have been an outroar.
If Caitlin Clark won.
Yeah, absolute uproar if she would have.
I mean, she won the award last night. She had a speech.
It would have been an uproar, like I said.
Did you like the Serena Williams jabs at Harrison Butker?
I didn't even see that.
Oh, you didn't
I'm
see that?
so I'm so tapped out on the SPs, man.
Yeah, you got to tap in.
Do
There
I?
were a couple moments. Also, like Not Like Us was heavily featured again. That could be part of why you didn't tune in.
No, I wonder when he's gonna, Lil Man's gonna stop riding that one song. It's gonna run out eventually.
Wagwan Delilah. What's it
Drop some
like
music in there.
inside the ESPYs? Car, you know what I love about you?
That I'm handsome?
You're reliable. I can count on you. Honestly, you remind me of Aaron Henry a little bit. Remember when their back was against the wall, nothing was going right, and man just showed up every day. He didn't make excuses. There were no problems. There were just solutions.
Sounds like me.
That's you. And it also reminds me of Duncan Mechanical Solutions, because if you're looking for quality furnace repair, look no further than the heating and air experts that you can trust. Comfort and quality are their standard. They're an HVAC company that serves Northeast Indiana and Southern Michigan, whether it's heating and air conditioning, plumbing, kitchen and bath remodeling, or emergency services when you need them most. Duncan Mechanical Solutions has reliable service that you can count on. Cart, remember when your basement almost exploded?
I remember when my basement almost exploded. I remember when my furnace itself was acting funny. I remember when my AC was acting funny. I wish I had Duncan in my back pocket. I wouldn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been anywhere in northern Indiana or southern Michigan that hasn't been perfectly cool or perfectly warm, depending on when the day called for. And that's because of Duncan Mechanical Solutions. They are the presenting sponsor for the month of July. Shout out to Duncan Mechanical Solutions. Go to duncanmechanicalsolutions.com to learn more.